Well, hello, my beautiful Virgos. We're going to try this again. So, after I did those videos, I got really sick. I got a fever. I lost my voice. Been coughing and coughing. So, if I cough through this, you guys have heard me before when I've had coughing fits, when I've been sick in the past. So, this is just going to be another one like that. And I apologize I have to do it on camera, but I want to get these videos out for you. And I really wanted to do this spread for you guys. So, I'm bringing it back to old school. I'm doing the tarot spread like I used to do the Celtic tarot spread. So let's see what we got. I see with Mars. So listen, Mars is really wreaking havoc on me too. Mars is making everybody work really hard on their hopes and dreams. Really hard on what it is that they want. You want it, you can have it, but you're going to have to work. You're going to have to put more effort in it. Just like me. I really want this. This is something that I've done for a long time now. Been on YouTube for a while now, but I have to work hard at it. So I'm being tested just like you guys are. All right, so here we go. So this is going to be for all areas of your life. To me, the way that you can tell is whatever your energy is being used for right now, wherever your intention, your focus is. That's what I could be talking about for you. For some of you, it could just be love, like romantic love. For others of you, it could be romance, your business, your careers, your family. Kind of depends. You'll know because it'll resonate with you, okay? So, let's get started. All right, so in your first position, I see that a lot of you have a lot of changes going on. I know that Mars is being really aggressive. If you watched my astrology video with you guys, you can go back and watch that. I'll have anything I talk about, I'll have the links down below. We're going through this eclipse that's coming up. This eclipse is a big eclipse. This is a time to end old karma. This is a time of completions and letting go. This is a time to get really clear about what you want. Now, it's always a choice, so we got a choice, right? You can choose to not do it this cycle. You can wait till the next cycle comes. You can choose to ignore it, or you can choose to really delve into it, right? And it's really interesting. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they were talking about how Virgos are very spiritual, but they weren't aware of that. And I said, yeah, they're extremely spiritual. A lot of people aren't aware of that. So you guys know, you just do it in a different way, right? So, in your first position, you have the Five of Wands. So, the Five of Wands is about, this is you, this is your present position. And this is going to be from now until the end of August, okay? So, I will be doing more videos before then, but for right now, this is going to be now to the end of August. So, the Five of Wands is about you sort of having to fight and do what it is that you're wanting to do, but you've probably come into some issues because it's almost like I don't want to use the word manipulative, but you could be manipulating things in a way, and maybe you didn't do this like consciously, but it's like you may have been doing something in a way to force your agenda on someone, or force your agenda on some situation, or I won't say force, maybe put your agenda on there. And so it's all coming back at you right now, right? And so that can be a problem. The way to really understand this for yourself. So I'll give you another example of what I'm talking about. So there's a time where you're wanting to, you're very ambitious and you're wanting to do something, and you're wanting to love this person, you want this relationship to work, you want this career to work, you're really working hard, you're da-da-da-da-da, right? But in our accomplishments and in our goals, we can tend to get very egotistical and maybe at some point make the other person feel bad, or make someone feel less than. Maybe you didn't mean to, but again, Mars is very aggressive right now. And so Mars is about, for those people who haven't been able to say what they wanted to say, they can pretty much disrupt right now, or erupt right now, and then all of a sudden it's like diarrhea of the mouth, and they're like la la la, and they just yell, and you know, they throw a fit, and that's because they really had all this stuff bottled up inside, right? So maybe you've had some situations like that. This is not for everybody, but whatever this is, if it's not you that's actually put your agenda on somebody or consciously forced your agenda on somebody, the other part of this is Spirit wants you to really sit back and take a look and center yourself and come back to your heart and say, why is it that I'm doing this thing? Why do I want to reach this goal? Why am I trying to make this happen? Why, what is it that I really, really want to do, right? So that's what the Five of Wands is about. And again, this could be about money. This could be about a romantic partner. This could be about, because this is the thing. And this is why I'm going back to your how spiritual you are. This is the thing. When you, sometimes because we're here on earth, we forget, and we keep going and we keep going, and we do our ambition, and we can get really egotistical, and we can get really like, this is what I want to do, and this is because it's the way I want to do it, and because I know this is the way it's supposed to be, and da 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 da, right? But if you step back and step into your higher self, sometimes you will realize that maybe you're hindering that person. I'll bring it back to relationships. Maybe you're not letting go of that person because you don't want to be alone, because you are afraid to be alone, or because you just know this is supposed to happen, or because this is your, what you guys call twin flames. It's because this is your twin flame and it's supposed to happen, or this person came in my life, so I'm supposed to make it happen, right? And sometimes we don't see the bigger picture. You have to step back, step into your higher self to see the bigger picture, that maybe this person was just to come show you and mirror you part of what you wanted to experience. But maybe now it's time to let go of that, because maybe now that you're holding on to something that doesn't need to be held on to, maybe you're keeping that person from the love of their life. Maybe you're keeping yourself from the love of your life, or we won't even go there. Maybe you're keeping that person and hindering that person from their next phase of growth, and you're hindering yourself from your next phase of your growth. Does that make sense? So when this card comes up, this is about really going back to your center and really understanding and coming from a heart open space. Why am I doing this? What is it that I really want to accomplish? Do I really need to knock over people while I'm trying to get to my goal? Do I really need to bash other people? Do I really need to do something that I wouldn't normally do to get to the goal that I, like, do something that's against my morals to get to the goal that I want to get to, right? They're just asking you to come back to center. And their advice is the Queen of Wands. This is the second card. This is what's crossing you. This is Spirit's advice, is to be the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very beautiful queen. She is someone that does not fail at what she wants. She just has to want it. But also, she's the one in the trenches with the people that she works with. She's the one that's in the trenches with her subjects. She's the one in the trenches with her group. She's the one that will get down and dirty with you, right? But she also, don't mistake in her kindness and her drive for weakness, because she will also has no problem letting go of people or letting go of something because it no longer serves her. Because if it doesn't serve her purpose, because she's got a goal to get to, then she will let it go. She'll put her ego in balance, and she'll let it go, and she'll keep moving forward. Okay? And so that's what they're asking you to do. Get centered, understand why you're doing it. And if there are things that you need to let go, and this is about this eclipse that's coming up, this is about letting go of what no longer serves you. And sometimes you can't see what no longer serves you because your ego gets in the way. This queen has her ego in balance, okay? Now, a page wouldn't have their ego necessarily in balance, but the queen has her ego in balance. So she knows when it's time to let go. She knows when it's time to move forward. She knows, and like I said, oftentimes you won't see it coming, or you don't know what to let go, or you think, I'm not supposed to let go of that. And that's because your ego is involved and your ego isn't balanced. But if you look at the bigger picture of, it's not just you in this relationship, it's someone else in this relationship, or it's not just you in this project, there are other people in this project. When you can step into your higher self and balance that ego, then you can see clearly, which is what they're trying to ask you to go back to do. Because you're getting to a space where you may be doing some things that are compromising for you, right? Okay, and what tells me this is your third position, where you came from. So where you came from is the Devil card. This is all about addiction, ego, wanting your way, only your way, really relishing in things. And listen, that's fine, because you were doing it for a reason. You don't do anything without a reason, right? And so while you were in this, whatever this addiction, or whatever this, because it's not addiction for everybody, but whatever this ego-ridden thing is, whatever this luxurious, really relishing, really engaging, really overindulging in either, like, we can overindulge in sorrow, we can overindulge in guilt, we can overindulge in many, many things. We can overindulge in a lot of things. And so that's what this is about, the overindulgence, and staying in that, and having your ego take over, and saying, no, I'm supposed to do that. No, I know that's supposed to be true. No, there is no other way. Like that, there's always another way. You just have to get centered with yourself. And so that's where you came from, and that's why they're asking you to go back to center. They're asking you to go back to why you wanted this to happen in the first place, why you're moving in the direction that you're moving, and what it is that you need to let go of, and what are the steps that you need to take to move forward. And this can be in your love relationship. This can be with your money. This can be with family. This can be with many things for many of you. Now, in your fourth position, this is for the next couple of weeks, you have the Queen of Cups. So this is a beautiful, beautiful queen. So in the next couple of weeks, while you're getting back to center, while you're really letting go, and I have that video of how to use the full moon, and I'll attach that either in the description box below or at the end of this video. The steps to take to let go of what no longer serves you, and to manifest, right? So this queen is a beautiful queen. The issue with this queen is that she wants her first nature, because she's extremely psychic, empathic, intuitive, right? So she always knows what the other person needs. She's very motherly and nurturing this way. She always knows what they need. She knows it so much that as soon as she gets in front of somebody, she does what they need. She's first to do what they need. She's first to be the mother. She's first to help them out. She's first to do it for them. She's the first one, right? And the issue is with this queen is that sometimes it's nice to have that person come in and do that for you, but you, again, could be stagnating or stalling their growth, because the only way that her subjects, the only way that the people around you, the only way that your loved ones, your relationships, those things around you, the only way, you're not the only one on a path. They're on a path too. And the only way that they're going to learn and they're going to grow is to do it themselves, right? And so this can be an issue with this queen, where she will do it so much, and she does it with an open heart. She does it because she wants to, but she forgets herself, and she forgets to do for her. So this is where you'll be dealing with in the next couple of weeks, whatever these situations are. Remember, some things it's nice to let go and let the other person do, or it's nice to let go and let the other person lead. Right now is not time for you to lead. Right now is time for you to be of service. That's kind of what time this is for you. It's to be of service, to open your heart. What is it that I wanted? And I don't mean be of service just to others. It's time to be of service to yourself as well. Okay? There's a balance in that. Being of service to yourself, being of service to others. Not neglecting yourself and not neglecting others. There's a balance. That's what you're trying to understand. Okay? Make sense? Okay, in your fifth position, from your higher self, I always ask your higher self, and I do apologize for, I've got my ring light on, and the angle's still wrong. This is a new place, so from your higher self, I always ask your higher self, what is the one message they want to bring through to help you move forward in your life, in love, in your life. And you have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, and what you'll be dealing with, and the most important message is that there are completions coming. There are some things that are overdue to be complete. There are some things that need to be ended so that you can move forward. This is the hardest thing, and your higher self is saying, we understand this is the hardest thing that you've ever done. We understand that. But we love you, and we trust you, and we know you, and we know that you can do this, and you want to do this. We know that this is part of your path. So we're here telling you it's time to complete some things so that you can move into that next phase. So use this eclipse wisely. Use this eclipse. This energy is here to help you. I know it feels overwhelming. It feels like your hands are tied. What am I going to do? I've had this person for forever. I've had this job for forever. How's that going to feel? What am I going to do? I don't feel complete anymore, but I'm too scared to go forward. What am I going to do for another career? What am I going to do for another love? What am I going to do? Right? It feels overwhelming. But some of you have held on too long. Some of you have held on too long. And the reason, they're saying, the reason that you know you've held on too long is because some of you are feeling empty. And you're feeling empty because that next phase that you're going to want to go to, you can't get to because you haven't let go of this stuff. Okay? And so they're just trying to get you there. Make sense? But again, it's a choice. It's always your choice, and they're never going to pressure you. This is just the message they wanted to bring to you. Now, in your sixth position, over the last couple of weeks in August, you have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is all about news. But the Page of Cups comes with, so he has this beautiful fantasy way of creating, beautiful way of seeing life. He still sees it almost in a childlike manner. His issue is that he doesn't often make it very grounded. He likes to keep it up in the air, right? He likes to fantasize about it. He likes to think about it. He likes to say, oh, that would be nice if I could do that. Oh, this is what I can do. Da, 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 da. And he can talk about it, and he can dream about it, and he can, but it only stays in that realm because he won't bring it down. He won't take the action. He oftentimes doesn't bring it down to reality, right? And so, in the last half of August, there is some news that's going to be coming to you. And what they're saying is, take that news and create with it, but don't leave it in that fantastical world. Don't leave it in that other realm. Bring it down and solidify it. Take some action, write it down, make some steps to it, right? So this is some news that you're wanting to hear, right? And sometimes somebody will tell you what you want to hear for fear because they have their own things they're going through, and they won't tell you what they really think or what you're needing to hear. So that's exactly why they're asking you to get heart-centered. That's exactly why they're having you practice here and say, okay, this is what I want. This is the balance. This is honoring me and honoring everyone else, right? That's what this is about. You'll be dealing with this news. This news can come in like a new person coming into your life. This news could come in a new job, new money, something that's going to fill your heart, okay? Just don't get overwhelmed by the fantastical part of it. Keep it grounded. Stay centered, okay? So, in your seventh position, this is your fear. So you have the Seven of Coins. So this is a beautiful card. I love the Seven of Coins because you see all these pentacles she has. You see this that she has gathered. These things that she's nourished. Herself that she's nourished. She's smiling. She's happy. But she's looking in the wrong direction. Instead of appreciating what she has here, she's looking to the next thing. And so when I'm feeling this card, I feel like your fear is that, pardon me, I am so sorry. Is that next thing going to come? Is that the next thing ever going to come? Honestly, I feel like your fear is, will I ever have peace? I have all these things, and I think all these things are going to make me happy, and then I accomplish all these things, and I'm still not at peace. Where is the peace? When is that coming? Will that ever come? Am I not supposed to have peace? That's what I feel like your fear is. So to me, this position is about your fear. Your fear is something, it's just there to tell you what you don't want and what you want, right? You know you don't want to always be in anguish, always have anxiety, always be looking to the next thing. You know you do want peace. So focus on the peace. Focus on your heart. What is going to make you happy? What is going to make you peaceful? What is going to make you relaxed? What is going to do that for you? Because everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different path. So what is that for you? It's time to get centered, heart-centered. Stop being fearful. Stop thinking you can't do it. You can. You've done it. There is a way to do it. There is a way to be service to others, service to self, in balance. Okay? In your eighth position, this is the way a loved one will be viewing you or dealing with you. Or, for those of you, it could be the universe, source, oneness. This is the way they will be dealing with you or seeing you. You have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is all about understanding the phases of the moon, the cycles in our life, the things. I hear this. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This is what I'm hearing. This too shall pass. So, if you're, and this is for both, if you're in anguish, if you're depressed, if things aren't going your way, if you're agitated and aggravated and all of that, if you've worked so hard and you're so tired and things just aren't going your way, this too shall pass. And this is how the universe is dealing with you. Your phases are about to change. This too shall pass. So just know, just keep chugging along. Open your heart. Get really centered about knowing where you want to go next. Understanding the people around you that are just mirroring you, and yourself, honoring yourself, because this too shall pass. But for those of you that are in that space where everything's going right, things are just happy, you love the way life is, understand, these things shall pass. This too shall pass. You got to move into phases. It goes into phases. Now, am I saying you're going to go from really being happy to really being sad? No. But maybe you're really elated and you're in that fantasy world and you're in that glorious, just all feeling emotional world, and maybe it's time to bring it down. Maybe it's time to make it practical. Maybe it's time to put roots. Maybe that's what it's time for, right? Or maybe you have been putting roots, but maybe it's time to be creative and be passionate. Whatever this is, your life cycle is changing. They want you to know that. These things will be happening for you this month. Yeah, this month. So by this month, I mean the next 4 weeks. Okay? So, or 5 weeks. In your ninth position, this is your hopes and dreams. But to me, this is the energy that you're bringing in. You see, this is the Ten of Cups. You are coming to that phase of completions. They are telling you instead of, because you are the I am, right? It's a matter of perception. Instead of thinking, I'm so overwhelmed. It's never going to happen. Oh my God, I got to let things go. What's my life going to be like? I'm so fearful. Da 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 da. I feel so overwhelmed. I can't even move. But you're actually moving to this 10, which is very comforting, very stable, very much at peace, very relaxed, have completed the things that you're wanting to complete and enjoying. Those things are coming, but you're looking at it the wrong way. You're looking in the wrong direction. Does that make sense? You're looking in the wrong direction. And the last card, this is your 10th position. This is the overall outcome of what you'll be dealing with for the last weeks in July and all of August. You have the 7 of Cups. That is a beautiful, beautiful card. That is about opportunity. That is about seeing the opportunity. But oftentimes our opportunities are right there and we can't see them. Why? Because we're looking in the wrong direction. Because we're not vibrating where those things are. And they're trying to come in, and they're trying to come in, and they're trying to come in because the universe has heard you, because Source has heard you, because they do love you and support you and want you to have the things that you want. But your state of being is nowhere near the resonance that it needs to be to accomplish and to experience and to have these things that you've called for. So the first state is to open your heart. And the way to do that is to begin with a state of appreciation. Okay? All right, my gorgeous ones. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so very much for having so much patience with me. I'm going to try to get the other ones out in the next couple of days. If you're watching and you're another sign, and by the way, this works for Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're watching and you're another sign, I'm getting those out as soon as I can. My voice is coming back slowly but surely. I also want to let you guys know I did team up with Instant Go. It's INSTANTGO, Instant Go. I'll put the link down below. If you just want to if you have like one question, oftentimes people have asked me, you know, what do you charge for one question? Well, that's why I've teamed up with Instago. It's an app for Android or Apple. You can download it. You can find me. I'll have the link below. Use the code word Indigo, and you can text me, and I'll text you right back. You text me a question, I'll text you right back the answer. You can actually do a phone call with me as well. If you use the promo code Indigo, you get $5 off your first order. All right, my gorgeous ones. I love you, love you, love you. Bye.